YouTube! Hey, listen, man, it's your boy, Mr. BIG ENT, and I'm here with another NBA 2K video for y'all. Guys, I got a lot of news. I've been on Twitter. I've been looking at all these tweets from NBA 2K developers, Mike Wang, Zach Timmerman, Chris Manning. These guys are the bigs who give out a lot of information to us, and I'm about to go ahead and put it on my screen. We got a lot of things that are supposed to be changing in NBA 2K20, and we got a lot of the badges that are also returning. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it. Ron got skills with our first tweet. At Baluba, will TakeOver still have overpowered animations? Mike Wang responding, the OP animations have been toned down or removed. I think just like you guys, my first thought is post scores. That's number one. Post scores are the most toxic build when in TakeOver. They will move you and your whole team and then get a bucket. So that's something that I definitely know need to be toned down. Shot creators were also a little cheesy, but nothing was more OP than a post score with TakeOver. Our next tweet, guys, coming from Zach Timmerman, another 2K developer. He's responding to a tweet from Joe Knows, also regarding to post moves. Spins, drives, drop steps, etc. are still effective post TakeOver moves, as are shots. They will dust defenders enough to give you room to make something happen, but it's more balanced, less sending defenders off the screen. Exactly what we just got done talking about with Mike Wang's tweet. So I'm glad we got some change with that, because there was nothing more annoying than going to the 1v1 court and seeing nothing but a bunch of overpowered post scorers, mostly pure post scorers, who can shoot from the three for some odd reason, who can move you, and all they do is back you down and hit you with a post move. Cheesy on a 1v1 court. Our next tweet coming from Groovy Tony 62, who asks, Baluba, contested layup still falling at an alarming rate? Mike responded, layup defense is very different this year, getting a lot fewer complaints about layups missing that shouldn't, and vice versa. When you miss a layup this year, it usually feels deserved. I'll be honest, I don't know what to think about that. I've only ever missed 1 or 2 layups in NBA 2K19. Didn't really feel like they were deserved. I tend to go for the smarter shot, and if I got an open lane, I'm taking it. So I guess this is for more so players who want to be Russell Westbrook and try to take it up on everybody. Our next tweet coming from Hollywood Rage. At Baluba, will bump steals be nerfed this year? In 2K19, there were a few animations that were guaranteed steals 90% of the time, no matter if you had TakeOver or not. So will the bump steals be nerfed? Mike responding, we spend a lot of time stopping bump steals by reworking the steal system and improving dribbler defender interactions. Feels much better to me. One thing I can say about bump steals, if you go to the Jordan Rec Center, almost everyone does it, and you getting steals off the bat. You don't even have to be a good defender. It was super cheesy. Next tweet coming from John Thaddeus Evans. Are we going to get save ball animations on a sideline where we can actually save the ball, not just dive for the ball? Is Mike responding, yeah, we also added the ability to pass out mid-dive so you don't have to wait till you get all the way to the seated position like before. Damn. Now that's a game changer. Next we got IG King Yes Official. Asking Baluba, what about vacuum screens? Will screens be worked on and will we be able to dodge them? Mike responding, they're much less grabby this year. Better animation content and more branch out points. Feels way better overall in my opinion. Now, I didn't see a whole lot of this animation, but what I do know is when it happened, you were stuck, especially from pure rim protectors who get that brick wall Hall of Fame. So to know that they less grabby this year makes a difference. Alright guys, now it's time to speed this up. Still got a lot of information I want to go ahead and show you guys, but I'm not trying to make this video too long, so I'm going to just show you what are the things that stuck out most to me. GDS with our next tweet. Mike, I don't know if you'll read this, but I hope it reaches you. Laugh out loud. There should absolutely be a cutoff. Big 7', 7'3" players should not unlock, be able to use the same jump shot animations as a smaller player. Make no sense. They should only be allowed set shots. Mike responding, I agree. Bigs won't be able to equip certain jumpers this year. And man, that's really gonna hurt the stretch big community. So if you was thinking about making a stretch big, I want you to reevaluate this. Our next tweet from Nick Davis: is there still rhythm dribble, or you have to do every move in combo? Mike responding, each flick of the right stick is a single move. No more auto combos. Carries behind the back wrap is now a standalone move. Sprint trigger, right stick down. You pick one size up sig pack. Next tweet from Agent: any other badges making a return from previous 2Ks? Post fade? Mike responding, here's one for you, Agent Beamstar. Smaller players can equip Giant Slayer, and it will help them score at the rim amongst the trees. It looks something like this, and I don't know if I like that. I like the ability to have and earn my badges. That equipping thing ain't really for me. But on to the next tweet. Loser at Beluva: is Posterizer still in the game, or has it been reworked? Mike responding, Posterizer is gone. 2K20 will have contact finisher. That will help dunkers posterize people, but also help smaller players who play below the rim finish with contact. Now to hear that hurts, because whenever I started my career, one of the first 2 badges I ever got, if I had the access to it, was Posterizer and catch and shoot. But 2K is a game that I always like to test new limits, so let's see how that goes. Our next tweet coming from 2K mid-range God 17 at Beluba. So my question is, are slashers going to be better from the last 2 2Ks? Because I feel like they were a down low build for the past 2 years. Mike responding, we're still polishing right now, but slashers are very strong in our current build. Probably need to be nerfed a little, if anything. But our next question coming from Solitude at Beluba: how will stamina affect playmakers this year? I understand some players just spam one move, but the advanced skilled dribblers cannot show off their moves because the stamina bar is blinking after 3 moves. Mike responding, your ability to chain together combo moves slows down as your energy drops. When it drops too low, you start to fumble the ball. Our next tweet, Anton Luchel says, at Beluba, should make everyone able to see each other's shot meter. Mike Wayne responding, that's how it's currently set up in 2K20. You see exactly what the shooter sees in online matches. Shot meter preferences, green effects, etc. And that's going to be an interesting thing. But to continue that conversation, Augustine Stanislaus Jr. tweets Beluba in reference saying, if I turn my shot meter off, will they be able to see my timing? Mike responded, no, they'll only see greens. Comp players may want to consider going through this route too. And to also add to that, you will get rewarded if you turn your shot meter off, meaning you may be more likely to drain the bucket. So that's just something for y'all to consider. Alright guys, that was my last tweet and bit of news I have for you. Unfortunately, I couldn't show you the rest, but if you go on Twitter and look up Mike Wayne, you can easily find this information directly. Also in the comment section, go ahead and tell me what you think about this news and what kind of build you're thinking about making. And as always guys, thanks for watching the video. Hit that red subscribe button and your boy is out.